I'm gonna tell you a story. I'm gonna tell you about my town. I'm gonna tell you a big fat story, baby. It's all about my town.
Yes, it out, people. Hammer takes the almost there, Joe. Hammer takes the ball. It's all over. It's all over. Little roller up along first. Behind the man. It gets through Buster. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it. Back to full. Red Sox fans have longed to hear it. The Boston Red Sox are world champions. Kick is on the way, and it is good. It's good. It's good. Adam Vinatieri moves a 48-yard field goal, and the game is over. And the Patriots are Super Bowl champions.
But I love that dirty water. Oh, Boston, you're my home.
For the first time in 39 years, the Boston Bruins have won the Stanley Cup.
Direct from Boston, the city of champions. This is the Sports Queen radio show presented by Dirty Water News on the Performer Radio Network. And now your hosts, Nadine Michele Preston and Nicole Allegro.
Hello, hello. Welcome to the Sports Queen radio show, and I am your host, Nadine Michele Preston, and I have with me a fabulous replacement co-host. I have Kristina Dirksen.
Hey, girl.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
We are so happy to join you. Our sports princess, Nicole Allegro, she is out sick tonight.
Oh, that stinks.
But we are so happy to have you tonight, and everybody loves a hot redhead.
Who doesn't? Everyone loves a redhead.
Seriously.
Yep.
So, how's it going?
It's good.
Yeah.
Holidays were great. Trying to stay warm.
Yeah. I actually met you at the Night of Royale when we were supposed to do some interviewing.
We did.
It was supposed to be Gronkowski, but he hurt himself. So we couldn't do that. So it was great to meet you. Yeah. You're no stranger to Performer Radio. You're no stranger to Dirty Water News. Mm-hmm. You are on the current cover of the Dirty Water newspaper.
Yeah.
We're going to have to get a copy of that.
Yeah, I want an autographed copy.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It was a great experience.
I wonder what fabulous photographer shot that cover.
I don't know.
I could only imagine.
Some no-name guy.
Our fabulous producer, Mike Zotos, was the photographer.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Yay.
How was your New Year, Nadine?
My New Year was, well, I spent it being a grown-up. My best friend, she got married.
How often have you actually said that in your lifetime?
It's weird being a grown-up. My best friend got married this past Saturday, January 4th. And so I spent my New Year's, since I was the maid of honor, I spent it practicing my maid of honor speech.
Very good.
Yeah,
Very
because
good.
I didn't want to mess it up for her. And I had a couple of friends flying in from out of state. And we got rocked with the Hercules.
So that's what you do when there's no football or no Patriots playing during
Bye week.
Bye week, yes.
My poor friends, I feel so bad. One of my friends was stuck at the airport for literally 2 days. It took her 2 days to get home. I know.
That's rough.
Yeah, that was rough.
I had some friends actually leaving on their honeymoon, and they almost didn't make their cruise time because their plane was delayed for a day.
Yeah.
That's scary that you're not going to make a cruise.
I know.
Because you got to be there the first days.
Worst honeymoon ever.
Yeah, so the airlines were all jacked up.
Hey, that's some weather in New England.
Yeah.
Actually, the whole country's like that right now. So.
And it's so cold. I still have, once this goes on Performer TV, you can see I still have my scarf on because it's negative 33 with the wind chill.
Yeah.
I was listening to the radio this morning, and someone described it as the North Pole just did a big old fart over New England.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And that's why it's so cold. But yeah, I definitely want a copy of the newspaper, and since it's been out for a while, we might not be able to find a hard copy.
Oh, no, we got some copies. I saved some copies for Kristina.
Oh, good.
That's what I did.
So
I had to. She didn't have a chance to get them before when she came down the first time.
What a nice guy.
I know. Right? Really. Tell people. Let's spread the word.
Spread the word.
Spread the word. So, Nadine, what are you going to do for Saturday night? Huh? Patriots, where are you going to be?
Oh, I don't know, but I'm definitely watching it, obviously.
I know you're watching it.
I got to figure that out.
I just want to remind you, it's Saturday night. Inside joke, folks.
Oh my gosh.
Or for the ones that listened to that interview a couple weeks ago. We're going to talk about that next time when Nicole is back again.
So we have a great show coming up. We have Eric Munday. Since I am the sports queen, he's the skateboard king. So I'm really excited to talk to him. And you have a little knowledge about skateboarding.
I have a little bit of knowledge about skateboarding. Maybe not what's like skateboarding itself, but just the things that have been going on in Boston around skateboarding. So that's good.
Nice. It's so great that we have everything like easily accessible
It
to
is.
us. Yep. And we also have John Hickey. So he's going to be doing a TV show with Eric Munday. And later on, I'm excited to interview John Doomsday Howard once again.
Excited.
Yeah, so we get to talk about
Love
his
that guy. His
big
big win.
huge win. Did you watch?
Oh my God, I keep seeing pictures of him doing like the slam with the guy on top of him, right? And it'll be like, put like a caption for this picture or whatever, and it's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
I saw that. Yeah, he posted that. Yeah, I can't wait to go back on there to
check
see.
it out.
Yeah, so I'm excited to talk to him so we can talk about his win and all of that. So I'm looking forward to it. You excited about our show?
Absolutely. Let's bring him on. By the way, I don't know, but I think Eric said something about bringing a few little surprises for us. So
What?
I can't wait to see what he's got. Yeah, that'll be kind of nice.
Surprises.
Surprises.
Love surprises.
Aww.
Yes, I don't think Christmas is over quite yet, girls.
Oh my gosh.
We'll find out.
You filled in on the right night.
Fine with me.
Too funny. All right, so we're gonna go to a quick break. Don't you go anywhere. We have a great show coming up for you.
Today in school, I learned a lot. In chemistry, I learned that no one likes me. In biology, I learned that I'm fat and stupid. In English, I learned that I'm disgusting. And in gym, I learned that I'm pathetic and a joke. The only thing I didn't learn in school today is why no one ever helps.
Kids witness bullying every day. They want to help, but they don't know how. Teach them how to stop bullying and be more than a bystander at stopbullying.gov.
Ranger Station, Ranger speaking.
Yeah, hi. I'd like to report a bear sighting.
Location.
In the forest near the side of the road.
No need for alarm, sir. The forest is where bears live.
But this was no ordinary bear.
No ordinary bear?
Yeah, 1 second I'm having a smoke taken in the view. Next thing I know, I am face to face with Smokey Bear.
Let me guess, Smokey had a tip for you.
He did. He must have seen me toss my cigarette on the ground. He told me never to do that because it only takes one spark to start a wildfire.
He's a smart bear. Did you know that 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans? That means 9 out of 10 wildfires can be prevented.
That's what Smokey said. I had no idea.
That's why Smokey's famous, and you're not.
Good point.
If you see someone in danger of starting a wildfire, step in and make a difference, because 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans. Brought to you by Smokey Bear, the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council. Learn more at smokeybear.com.
And welcome back to the Sports Queen radio show. And the Sports Queen has with her the Skate King,
Skate King,
Eric Munday. Hi, Eric.
I'm the self-proclaimed Skate Emperor.
We like that. With his royalty here.
Yeah, not really.
So for those of you who don't know this, after you listen, we'll actually see this on video. And if you've been watching the shows, we must be doing something right, Mike, because we got an upgrade.
Yeah,
we got a studio upgrade.
We moved across the hall into Down Ultra Lounge, and you can see the background, the nice curtains, and the beautiful couches and everything else. Yes, definitely an upgrade.
We got an upgrade. We must have been doing something right. So, Eric, it's nice to have you here. Where did you?
Nice to be.
Yay! Where did you travel from to come up here?
Connecticut.
Nice. How long did it take you?
I mean, it depends where I'm coming from in the state, but I'm about an hour and a half out of the city.
Nice. And so, how long did you do it in?
About 80.
Yes, we'll be sending this to the state police afterwards.
Let's not do that.
Did you skateboard here? I think that's.
I skated here. It's like -2 out in the tundra out there. I pushed the whole way. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I did that.
Good
So thanks for driving up here.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm excited to learn all about skateboarding.
No, you're not.
Tonight.
Don't lie.
You have no idea.
You don't care. You don't
What? You have no idea.
Tell me.
I'm all encompassing, all sports.
Okay.
So, tell me, how did you get into this?
Into what in
Into
particular?
skating.
Into skateboarding in general?
Skateboarding in general.
When I started, it was like more of like a punk rock kind of thing to do. It's not like how kids see it now, you know. So like it was like a shock type of thing to like the people around me. I grew up playing sports, and like so when I started it, I probably started like really doing it like I don't know, like freshman year of high school or something. But at that time, it wasn't popular like how you see it now. You know, it wasn't like that.
How long ago would you say?
I have to give away my age. Are you trying to figure out how old I am?
Don't get all
Look at this.
Don't get all girly.
Who is this? No, I'm joking. I probably got started in the late 80s, early 90s.
So was that back in the day when they...
Back in the days.
When they used to use... You know how they had all like...
Clay wheels?
No, there's all like skate parks now. Back when they used to use the indoor swimming pools.
No, not anything like that. It was like when I started like it was I started, I mean, I skated all over the place, but I skated Hartford a lot, and it's like less than like a prevalent area, so it was a little bit different, you know?
So did you ever use an indoor swimming pool as a skate?
Yeah, absolutely, all the time.
And so were those like way better than what they have now? Or?
It was more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it was a little more entertaining, you know what I mean? But it's different now, and not in a bad way. I mean, it's cool. Like, you know, like now, like kids do it. It's a popular thing to do, and I don't hate on that whatsoever. But like, it's funny to be in it this long, to see it come that full circle. You know, like we used to be like, I used to get in fights with kids because you're a skateboarder. Now you're the cool guy. You know what I mean? So it's definitely funny to see it go from that shift.
Right.
You know?
And so how did this progress? Like, did you ever compete?
Yeah. I honestly, I was more in the culture side of it, if you want to call it that. I started skating. I had a family member lived out in New York, so like I started going out to like New York City, like probably like the late 80s, early 90s, and street skating out there and stuff. And it wasn't like a conscious effort, but like through doing that, I obviously met people, and a couple companies started up, and like I got affiliated with them and sponsored by them on an early on age. And then I worked for shops and stuff like that. Then I started my own store years later.
Wow. So you owned a store in Connecticut?
Yep, for like 14 years until good old Governor Malloy.
Oh no.
We're not allowed to swear in this, are we? No. Yeah. Good old. I'd love to bump into him in a bar sometime. I really would. But yeah, they passed a bunch of laws that taxed my inventory and a bunch of stuff I won't bore you on the radio with, but it just made it to a point where like it was better to do my at that point I did my store for 13 years, so at 13 years. So at that point I turned it into a company. Nice. And now I'm doing, obviously, like I'm branching out into other things. Obviously, we'll talk about later.
So it's funny because when I have my guests, I do like my internet FBI. Like, do you do that when you interview for the Performer Radio?
Of course.
No.
Oh yeah, I check their
So,
face
yeah.
everything.
Good.
But what I found very interesting,
My police reports?
you're pretty much off the radar, actually.
That's not true.
I couldn't find a whole lot.
It depends where you're looking.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm more so. I tell
Is
you the
Eric Munday your real name?
No, yeah. That's funny. I get that a lot. No, it's actually, my last name's Munday. It's German, and they spelled it the American version. It's Munday. It's not really pronounced Monday. It's just Munday. It's just easier to say that. You know what I mean?
You should have corrected me a long time ago.
Monday. No, you can say it Monday. That's the American version of it. If you see it, like if they spelt it out, like my ancestors, my grandfather came over from Germany or whatever. They had like the hyphens above the.
Oh.
You know.
Yes.
So I got this funny thing on my wrist. You know.
Yeah.
Let me see. Show it up.
It's just a family tag. It's a German flag.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, it's. I'm obviously a German. It's not just the lights. I'm a pale German.
Yeah, believe me, I'm German too. So
Are you
I feel
German?
you on the last name. Yes.
Oh, see.
My last name's Dirksen.
So then she understands where I'm coming from.
Everything. Yeah. Yep.
So I did find a couple of articles, and one of them said that you owned one of the more legitimate shops.
Right. Yes.
What does that even mean?
Yes.
What does that mean? What is an illegitimate
nowadays,
shop?
like you see skateboarding. It's like, you know, they sell at Zoomies and all these mall shops, and it's like it's corny. That's not what like my crew or my gang are. That's not what we're about. We're like the lifestyle, if you whatever you label you want to put on it. But we're like the guys that actually go out there and live it, and the guys you see out in the streets doing it. We're not like the the mall kids and wearing their girls' pants and all that. That's not my right. It's we're not. No.
So you're legit.
We're legit, girly. I can write a rap album.
Yes.
No, but like I've kept it that way for the whole time, and I've had like things handed to me that I passed up to keep it the way that I did keep it.
So you don't sell out,
right?
And go pop.
Well, yeah,
make
if you want to put it that,
right?
You want
like that?
It's fine. Like, people make a living off. That's great. You know what I mean? But like, there's been like definitely times where like it would have been lucratively maybe better to make different decisions that I didn't do because I wanted to keep the culture side of it or whatever you want to call it. Like I don't like putting a label on it, but like try to, you know what I mean?
Right,
like,
and that's absolutely admirable of you to do that. You know what I mean? To turn away.
Thank you.
Yeah, seriously. So you go. So has skating? So you said you went to New York. Mm-hmm. So where else has skating actually brought you to travel? All
it's
sorts
crazy,
of places?
all over the world. I rode. I said like through my store. Basically, my store is. I don't know how deep you want to get into it, but like basically,
we can go real deep.
We can go real deep. Say that again on the radio.
I just got nervous.
Say that again on the radio. What kind of interview is this? I like this.
We're going deep.
I am a fan. I had like the quintessential one of the skateboard houses, if you want to call it, like a flop house in Hartford back in the day. So like a lot of teams would come through and stay with me, and that's kind of how the store started. Because like I said, myself and all my friends rode for companies. So like when we were on tours, we'd like when they come from New York to Boston, as a matter of fact, the stop off is in Connecticut, so they'd always stay with me there. And like that just progressed into like being, because I knew so many people in the industry side of it. They're like, dude, what are you doing?
So Kristina's shaking her head yes when we mentioned flop houses. So are you familiar with all?
Did you come to my flop house?
Basically like a safe house. No, I'm just kidding.
Kind of is.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's so funny. So where, like,
Party
when
house.
you say all over the world, like Europe, Australia, absolutely everywhere.
I haven't been to Australia. I'd like to go to Australia, but I've been to Europe. Nike hooked me up for years. And I'm hooked up with Converse now. They're backing like our show. We'll get into all that stuff later as well. But those guys used to run Nike SB. That was a skateboard division of Nike, and we went everywhere. Like,
so you're kind of like a big deal. How do we get so, Mike? How do we get so lucky with all these guests?
I don't know. They're just coming here to see you, Nadine. That's all it is.
Absolutely.
They heard through the grapevine about the Sports Queen.
Yeah.
The Sports Queen.
Yes, that's right. So I want to ask, is there a difference in different styles of skating in parts of the United States? Like, is it different from the South and the West Coast?
No, you're right. There's, honest to God, it's funny. It's because, like, I've been on tour. I've been to pretty much every state. Honestly, I really have. I've been to every state in the country. But, like, there's definitely, to put it this way, like, when I go out west, people know I'm from here in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right,
like,
that's how it is.
Yeah, and it's not, and I don't have a Boston accent. You know what I mean? Like, but, like, they'll know, like, if I'm louder, I don't know what the problem is, but, like, they'll know instantly I'm not from there. You know, it's kind of funny. You know?
Right. If you're from the Northeast, you're just wicked loud.
Yes.
I love it.
He's probably
Poor
pissed at
Mike's
me.
ears.
I'm sorry, Mike.
That's okay. I'm used to it with this one over here.
Is the style of skating different?
It's
or
fun.
just the lifestyle part of it different?
I mean, you get cool kids and you get lame kids wherever you go. You know what I mean? But like, definitely. I'd say so more so back in the days it was like that. Now it's a little bit different. I'm a little more out of touch with it because they're younger. You know what I mean? So like I'm not involved with that age group to say. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
yeah, right. It's a little different, but it doesn't matter. I mean, I have friends literally in it all over the world just because of it. And like we all, it's funny because like those kids I made that bond with, we get along with on a whole nother level.
Nice.
Because we've been through different things with each other, you know.
So now, do you still travel?
Yeah.
And so what do
went out to Oregon.
Like, what do you travel for? Like, since you're not, do you skate still? You said you're like above it now, and you're not like.
No, I'll never be above it. No. No.
Well, like above the generation now.
Oh yeah, there's that gap or whatever. And I mean, like there's all different ages of people that skate, and probably my age category is the first category of guys that still really do skate a lot. You know, like I said, like, you know, like hitting, you know, there's all different things you could do in life, you know, and it's all good, but I think I just got shut off.
Nope, that was him.
Oh,
that was him saying we have 1 minute left.
We have 1 minute. Wrap it up. I'm sorry, Mike.
Were you here for the Nitro Circus event at the TV?
No, I wasn't.
You weren't?
No.
Oh, I figured you'd be there.
No, I mean
admiring.
the Dew Tour. When the Dew Tour comes through, one of my good friends from Boston, my buddy Charlie Wilkins, he rides for my gang as well. But he's from Boston. He's a Boston native. They do the Mountain Dew Tour. But I was in. I knew about it, but I was actually. I think it was in Florida or something weird.
Crazy.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Did you go?
No, I saw videos and pictures. It was like I was there.
I knew about it, but I was actually living in Medford for the past year. But I was gone when that thing came.
Are you living in Medford now? You would be my neighbor.
Whereabouts in Medford?
I'm in Everett.
Everett?
Yes.
I don't know. I'm by Kelly's Diner. You know where that is?
Yes.
Well, that's where I'm at.
All right. We're going to take a quick short break, and then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about all the stuff you have coming up. Which is absolutely huge. So don't go away.
My name is Dale Pazinski. I volunteer with United Way to help the homeless in my community learn computer skills and build a basic resume. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
It's Thursday night and you're grabbing drinks with some friends. Started off with a pitcher for the table, which quickly becomes 2. There's pool. And there's the photo booth.
All right, everybody squeeze in. Say cheese.
Followed naturally by an order of wings. And another.
Can we get some extra ranch sauce?
Then there's the ceremonial nightcap.
So what are we doing this weekend?
And lastly, it's back to the car, which, if you're buzzed, could be the most expensive night of your life. Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
And we are back with the Sports Queen radio show, and we have the skateboard king, Eric Munday. He's still
damn it.
Still here.
Darn it.
Still here. So during the break, since we discovered that my co-host here and Eric are both German, they had a little German fighting action.
Yeah, we're arguing with each other. We don't like each other now.
No, we don't.
She's from East, I'm from West.
Sides are split.
So I'm not German. Are Germans known for being mean and fighting?
Have you not seen World War II? Did you not pay attention to history class?
Yeah,
what
right.
happened?
But you're still
we make
still
countries
like
on
that?
Tuesdays. What are you talking about?
You're still like that?
Huh?
You're still like that?
I'm an adventurous person.
We gotta stick together, us germs.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no one else likes us.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially them French people.
Oh, they
don't like
hate
us. They don't like us. I went to France. They didn't like me.
Yeah.
They didn't.
They don't like anyone, man.
They didn't like me.
Yeah.
I was trying to be quiet too. They just didn't like me. Yep.
Don't feel bad. They don't like anybody.
Yeah. You know what French people are good at? Kissing and surrendering, so I'm not worried about it.
Ow.
You hear that, French people?
All right, back to business here. So what I'm curious to know is, though, are there any certain tricks that you made up or love to do? Or are there any that you specifically, like your favorite? Or
No, I mean, I love skating, like all different types of things, but like I'm not this like, innovator of anything or anything like that. I was just a guy that's known for the lifestyle.
The lifestyle.
Yeah, and
That's
having
your
a good time
claim
with
to
it.
fame.
I don't know if it's claim to fame, but I definitely skated on a different level, and I also snowboarded for a couple companies too over the years. Like, actually, I tell you the truth, I got sponsored for snowboarding before I got sponsored for skateboarding.
Right. I'm so glad you mentioned snowboarding, because it seems as though skateboarding actually was the sport that paved the way for all of the extreme sports.
No question.
How does it feel to be a part of something that just opened the doors for a huge, extreme sports arena?
Yeah, it's a little different, but it definitely it's funny because snowboarding, I definitely got a lot. The paychecks are nicer, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot more people do it 'cause it's more accessible, or it's more culturally, whatever you want to call it. I think it's a little bit different. Yeah, accepted.
Welcoming. Yeah.
No, it is. Like if you say you're a snowboarder, it's not that big a deal.
Right.
If you say you're a skater back in the day, that's it. We're fighting in a parking lot.
Yeah.
You know, like it's a different
There's
thing.
like a stigma to it.
Right. No, it's true. But like, and it's also skateboarding is a little more accessible to kids because you don't need a $100 lift ticket to go every time. But I actually went to school in Vermont, and I pretty much went there just to snowboard. Like I went to school like a day a week. You know what I mean? Like just to go ride. And I got hooked up for that. And then I was on a tour. I don't know if we discussed on the radio, but like I was on a tour, and without getting too deep into it, my sponsor.
As long as you don't swear, you can say whatever you want.
Yeah, that's not the reason I was not talking about it, but it has nothing to do with swearing actually. But
I want to know now. I want to know the story.
We'll talk about it off air.
Don't forget.
But basically they were being bad boys, and the company got shut down when we were in tour in Colorado, and I had just quit college to go on tour. So like,
oh wow!
Yeah, it was one of those deals, but
wah, wah.
Yeah, pretty much, and that was my paycheck too. But then I ended up in New York. But like then I still skated fully all the time. That's all I did, you know. So
Did you have any crazy injuries?
Oh, I've broken everything. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I got.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Girls like scars. What's up with that? What's up with that? Yeah, then I must be the best character in the room because I broke it pretty much. I'm like Evil Knievel over here. I pretty much broke it.
He reminds me a little about Lyndon. Remember when all the injuries he had? He just started pointing out all his injuries.
Yes.
Lyndon Byers. Yeah.
I'm a wreck.
So, do you have really good health insurance?
No, I have none.
Wow.
No, I mean, like, knock on wood, I don't throw myself down handrails every single day anymore, thank God. But, I mean, I've broken pretty much everything you could break at this point.
Seriously?
Have you broken anything that stopped you from skateboarding for a while?
Oh, yeah, no, I broke my foot off.
Out of the game?
Yeah, I literally twisted my foot completely backwards. And, like, I was out for, like, that was the longest. I was out for 8 months.
Wow.
And I came back too soon, and I broke it again. And I was out for another, like, 6 months. That was the longest injury I had. And then recently I broke my collarbone. I just broke my hand. Actually, I broke my, and that's something else.
He's like forgets. He's like, wait a minute, did I break
Wait, that was not a cool story.
That was something else, yeah. But I mean, like for skateboarding, I pretty much, yeah. At this point in the game, because I've been in it for, obviously a long time, so I pretty much broken everything.
So you really just must love what you do. That despite all of these injuries, you just keep
going back.
It's funny because when I go in there, like I go knock on wood, quick.
There's nothing.
I'm screwed. Great, thanks. You just jinxed me. The sports queen just jinxed me.
No, there's wood right underneath. Oh, the floor. The floor is wood.
There you go. I just knocked out. I don't know if you heard that, people, but it happened. But yeah, like the last time I broke, it's funny because you get to a point where you break stuff so often where like I break something, it's like, oh damn it, you know what I mean? Like you go, they're just like,
oh wow.
Yeah, you're not even. It sucks, but like you get used to it almost.
Is it hard to come back from something like that? Like if you break something and you're out for like 8 months, like you said.
I just drink a lot of beer on the couch.
Yeah?
Like, it's
That's
fine.
Funny.
So how does it feel to make a living off of something that you love doing so
Best
much?
thing ever.
Because there's so many people in this
ever.
world that work every day and they hate their job.
You know what's funny, honestly, because I get this a lot, or people ask me this a lot, is like, honest to God, like I worked regular jobs before. Like I didn't have no free pass, and like my parents are well off. I came from like a good background type of thing, but like where a lot of my friends come from, like the projects, like or whatever situations they come from. But no one ever gave me anything. You know what I mean? Like I grew up in like a military family and like a very, you know what I mean? So like I went out there, right? But not structured, no. They tried, it didn't work. But yeah, like I tried to maintain a certain way, but like I worked in the private
military,
sector.
hence why you were on time tonight.
Yes. That and I heard there was free drinks.
Wait, there's free drinks.
Well, there's one of our alcohol sponsors here tonight, so I was on time for sure.
Nice.
Who's your alcohol sponsor?
Evolve.
Nice.
Ooh, actually, I just had some. We just had. Where's my buddy? He left. The kid I was drinking with before. We just had a couple shots before. It's like a natural cinnamon shot, but it's actually pretty good.
Sounds good.
So
we'll have some after.
How do you get all of these sponsorships? Do they come to you? Do you go to them? Do you have someone working for you?
No, I've been in skateboarding for 20 plus years, so
Right.
like whether they love me or hate me, I'm there.
Yeah.
Right.
So
You're in it already.
No, I'm into the also like the actual lifestyle side of it. I hate to say that because it sounds corny. It does sound corny.
Sounds
but
like a condom commercial.
Lifestyle.
Well, that I'd be into.
You're in it.
You're in it. Yo, we should come with that. That's a good tagline. We should come with that. That's actually pretty good. We should sell out the Trojan for like $2 million.
Oh my god.
It's amazing. But no, I mean like
Sports Queen comes up with good ideas sometimes.
she does. Great ads for condoms. Get that, Mike? Tag that.
I'm too busy laughing. Sorry.
But yeah, I mean, like just being involved with this, and I rode for companies obviously for years, and the companies I've been involved with now, I've been involved with for like 20 plus years at this point, honestly, or like at least 10 plus years
Right,
for
so
every
you
company
just
I ride
have a
for.
good like repertoire with
Absolutely.
them and all of that.
And we do this we'll talk about in a minute too. We do a lot of events and stuff together still, and like I have a team and like my own gang that I promote. You know what I mean? Like who ride for multiple companies.
That's another thing I was gonna ask. What's your crew? Who do you?
We are the Lair Mob.
Nice.
Did that sound awkward
It
enough?
sounded really intense.
Did it? Lair Mob. No. It's like Satan said it. Lair Mob.
He's got energy. I
know,
like
I
him.
love it. It's
You-
shots.
You have no idea.
evolved.
It's not even it's evolved. Sure, we'll go with that. Yeah. And I'm also ADHD since like the age of 2 months. So
Having ADHD, how do you handle the wintertime? Seriously, don't you want to just...
I throw snowballs at cars?
Yes.
Still? No.
No, I'm just saying,
really do.
you must really just be dying to go out right now and just...
No, I go snowboarding and
snowboarding, okay,
I
but
like
I'm
to shoot
saying-
guns.
Well,
Yes. I do in my spare time too.
Where do you go?
What's that?
Where do you go?
To shoot
For
guns.
everywhere.
Oh, nice.
Whatever he wants.
So you were saying yes.
I'm Captain
Love
NRA.
shooting guns.
Do you see? She's German.
Marlboro,
See that
New
works?
Hampshire.
Is this
Shoot
a
guns.
German thing?
It must be.
Guns are great.
See?
I'm telling you.
Absolutely.
They really are.
When I deployed overseas actually because I work.
military?
I work for the Department of Defense. I'm on the civilian side.
Did you really?
Yeah, I know. I still am for the past 17 years.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, so I.
How old are you?
Uh-oh.
Listen, I know this is a radio, but she looks good, boys. She's 21. I'm gonna put in the word right now.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate that.
Absolutely.
So when I was getting ready to deploy, they sent me to DC for training,
Yeah.
and it was every worst case scenario thing if you're in a war zone.
Yep.
So I had to go to a driving range to shoot any weapon that
Are
a
you hearing
military
this?
member had.
I was supposed to do that last week, but go on.
What was I supposed to do?
We'll talk off camera.
Oh, boy.
And so I had to practice shooting all of the military weapons, and I went home back to the hotel that night, and I had nightmares literally for the duration of the time that I was there.
What?
So scared of guns.
Oh my gosh.
Why?
So much.
I'm not German.
That's probably it.
I look at it this way: like throwing guns is the adult way of like throwing rocks. You know what I mean? Like it's the adult way of throwing rocks. It's fun.
Yep.
You didn't like it? You didn't like it?
No, I didn't.
Really?
I was scared to death of it because here's the thing.
Were you scared to shoot yourself? You just didn't like it.
I'm clumsy and I'm a klutz and I don't trust myself.
Case
and
solved.
You know what I mean? Like that guy that was teaching me, like he put his life in my hands by just standing next to me while I was holding a gun. So I wasn't comfortable with that.
And you're in the military?
I am a civilian employee.
Oh, your contract? You contract?
No, I'm not see, everyone gets that confused. I'm not a contractor. We're a supporting agency. So here's the thing. Anybody that has a government contract, like Raytheon, Boeing, Lockheed Martin, and they're, building missiles for the military,
Right.
I work for the agency that goes there and makes sure that those companies are spending the money on what they say they're spending it on.
You oversee it then?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Like audit.
Right, sure.
It's pretty much what it is.
But you still have to be like military certified or pistol certified or something.
Well, I have a CAT card. Are you in the military? You know what I
Private.
mean?
Privateering.
Yeah.
Yep.
I get paid by the government. Oh, we're getting our 1 minute countdown.
We are getting one. We are
Paid by the government.
Yeah,
That's it.
right at the
End
1
of
minute mark.
story.
I think the government is shutting us down. That's what's happening right here, people.
So we
Conspiracy.
we brought someone else. You brought a friend, right?
Johnny Hickey, where are you?
Yeah, so Johnny Hickey is going to be coming up, and we're going to talk to both of you because you guys have some little collaborations going on.
Yes, we do.
So we'll get to the good stuff.
Yep. Two troublemakers together. It's going to be a good time.
Nice. I can't wait to find out how you guys linked up.
Yeah, it's funny.
All right. We are going to be right back. Don't go away.
Hey, America, we need to have a little talk. We've got more food in our country than we know what to do with. Food at the grocery store and food in the vending machines, fast food, health food, and seafood. We've got so much food that anything people don't buy, we just throw out. Yet 17 million kids in America struggle with hunger. That ain't right. Luckily, the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks has volunteers gathering excess food and getting it to hungry kids. They're kind of like food angels. Yeah, I made that up. It's kind of catchy. Hello, people. This isn't rocket science. We could solve hunger today. To start, become a food angel yourself by supporting Feeding America in your local food bank at feedingamerica.org. We can't do it without your help.
To help solve hunger in Massachusetts and New Hampshire and to find your local food bank, visit feedingamerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
This is Nnamdi Asamoah. I play football for the Philadelphia Eagles, but what I do off the field with United Way might be more important. I'm a volunteer tutor and mentor. Why? Because over 1 million kids a year drop out of school, and that's not okay. It takes 12 years to create a graduate, but it takes about the same time to create a dropout. And the difference between a child becoming one or the other could be me, or it could be you. Studies show that if we get to these kids earlier, their chances are better, and kids who read well by 3rd grade are more likely to graduate. So join me in United Way. Suit up and take the pledge. Become a volunteer reader, tutor, or mentor, because when a child succeeds, we all succeed. Give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Take the pledge at unitedway.org. Brought to you by United Way, the Ad Council, and the National Football League.
Hey guys, and we are back with a nice new guest. We have.
Oh, you didn't like the old one?
Well, I mean, the old one was great. Don't get me wrong, but this is some new, fresh stuff right now.
My elderly. I am. Yeah, look at that. Big castaway.
So we have John Hickey with us.
Johnny Hickey.
Johnny Hickey.
Johnny Hickey, and you have a movie out, Oxymorons. Is that your claim to fame right now?
Yeah, it's part of my claim to fame. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we're actually going to have him on the Performer Show after this too.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
So how do you guys know each other?
Random acts of events.
Wormy.
Go ahead.
Do you want me to say it, Johnny? Or do you want?
Yeah,
how are we gonna go into this?
You can go. We can segue off each other. I'm good.
We met. I had done a radio promotion for WAF a little while ago, and through a mutual friend,
Wormy.
At that, we met each that way. We bonded right off the bat, and we're the same type of people.
Nice. The Sports Queen radio show loves WAAF, don't we, Mike Sotos?
No comment.
Wormy. Mike, just say Wormy, you'd agree with
you.
us.
Say Wormy.
Just say Wormy.
You're right on our network when you say Wormy.
Well,
we're with you. Trust me, we're with you, Mikey.
Well, LB was our first guest.
Yeah, we love Lyndon Byers.
LB is actually in my movie.
The girls actually had a very interesting experience at WAF when they went there, so it's all good. No, I love those guys.
And I wish Nicole was here so we could speak about it in our intro, so we could talk about our experience.
We'll talk about it next time when she's back.
LB actually is the one person over there that I'm very cool with. And
he's a great guy.
Yeah, but Eric's not. I'm a whaler.
Yeah,
I should put that in there.
We know some wormy people. That's all. But LB he played the warden in the jail in my movie. LB's a cool cat.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Was he? He's an oxymoron.
Yeah, you know what it was? He's an oxymoron. He's the jail cat, like warden. The warden of my jail superintendent. Yeah, he's the dude tells me my mother's dead in the movie.
Oh, that's
shuts the jail. Yeah, that's LB. Yeah,
that's different without
the mullet. The cool thing about LB, real quick, is like, when I was a kid in junior high in Charlestown, he came when he broke his leg playing hockey, and I signed his cast. He let all the Charlestown kids sign his cast. Cool. So I signed his cast as a little kid. I was like, cool, sign up rooms, because we're all hockey kids, you know. Signed his cast, and then like years later, he's actually playing a role in my movie, which was really surreal to me, you know.
Yep, he's the best guy.
He's a cool down to earth dude. LB, I love LB.
So I want to know, so obviously you guys are here because you have some important stuff coming up. I heard this TV show, events. I want to hear about this TV show.
Johnny, take it.
We really don't know what the hell we're doing, but I mean,
a bunch of derelicts running a TV show.
What's going on? What's the premise?
Well, here's the deal. Is basically I shot my movie about 2 years ago, and I got a lot of footage behind it. And the one thing I wished I did going into my movie, but there's so much production, and I didn't really realize how quick and big my movie would take off and be on Netflix and like have all these and everyone was like, did you get any footage of it? And it was like very short stuff, and the stuff that I did to develop my movie with equity and like coming from like a kid from the projects with no budget and getting my movie to the festival level, traveling the world like Prince Charles and London, all this crazy stuff.
All right, enough tooting your own horn.
No. No. Hey, no. I wish. I'm being as humble as I can about it. No, I'm being as humble as I can about it because it really is so much. Yeah. If you research it, if you did your job before you came here and you actually researched me,
If I knew that you were,
you don't want to battle me.
I didn't even know you were going to be on.
Like genuinely, like, I wish I got like a lot of reality behind what I was doing up until that point, and now we're doing a lot of cool and it's like, all right, how do we platform this, and I'm connected with Chris, my boy, who I've been friends with since we were 6 years old, CT from MTV's Real World, Eric now, who we've been friends for a while, So you got a pro skateboarder, you have the filmmaker, you have the reality star MTV guy, and then you got John Howard, who's also our boy, he's a UFC fighter. You guys are very familiar with him. He's a very good friend of yours. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So we're all together, and it's like, this is a producer's wet dream. So it's like, how do I do this? And people hitting Chris up constantly saying, from MTV producers' angles, like, we want to do a spinoff. He's bouncing like, I don't want to do a dating show in a house with a bunch of girls. I want to do something cool back home with my boys in Boston. And we've been friends with kids, and he ends up on the reality TV. I end up a filmmaker, and then we have Eric, pro skateboarder, John Howard, UFC fighter. It's like, let's bring Generation X alpha male guys together from Boston and do something really cool. Excuse me for swearing.
And so did you already start filming it?
We start filming tonight, actually, which is really ironic.
Wow.
We're filming.
Wait, so we have Sports Queen radio show history going on right now.
History, dude. History in the making.
Filming the first night that you came on the Sports Radio Queen show.
Yes.
I love it, and that's because I have my luck puck. Hold on.
Andy gave us a hard time.
I know.
Yeah, you're trying to talk about me.
Talk poopy.
Keep throwing the bombs.
Poopy.
Soto's got flies in his head, though, and it's like 80 below zero. I don't know how that's happening. What is that, a robot? Is that a Matrix fly?
How's that work?
Where'd that come from?
I don't know where it came from. He's been flying all over.
That was a Johnny
He was bothering
Nemo.
Nadine earlier.
Yeah, me too.
No, seriously, I have my luck puck, and I bring it to every radio show.
With flies in it?
I went to opening night Bruins game this year, and I got hit by a puck, so it's my luck puck.
You got hit by a puck?
So your show is going to do really good. When John Doomsday Howard came on my show, he rubbed my luck puck for his fight, and look what happened then.
Boom.
We need to rub that puck, apparently.
Yeah.
I'm being dead serious.
Puck rubbers. That's going to be the name of our show, Puck Rubbers.
Creepy. I like
That's the name of our show, Puck Rubbers. Puck Rubbers. There you go. You just named our show for us.
And so you guys also have an event coming up.
Yeah.
Would you like to talk about that?
Hit it, Eric. That sounds like a rap. Yeah. We're doing an event February 13th. We're doing a bunch of.
That's the day before my birthday.
You're born on Valentine's Day?
Yeah, and I have red hair, so.
She's born on Valentine's Day with red hair.
I'm basically cute.
You're gonna be like an official Evolve girl.
I am.
You're gonna be the official Evolve girl. Like, you're gonna be like the host.
I can't.
Evolve is love spelled backwards.
There you go.
You need to be there, girl.
Which is also the first four letters of.
You need to be there.
Evolution.
Do I have an invite?
There's the invite right there.
Invite you.
Aren't you glad you came on the show tonight?
Oh my God, so excited.
Yeah, fellow Germans, see, we stick together.
It's awesome.
Birthday party, yes.
When we're not arguing, we stick together.
No, we do.
Official birthday party. We're gonna Evolve has now
One person
become.
talking at the same time.
If they're talking about my birthday party, he's talking.
Yeah.
I love it.
Go ahead.
So it now has officially become your birthday party.
Fine
Also,
with me, man.
we're gonna do that.
Let's do it.
We'll put your picture
I'll
up
be
on the flyer and
cover.
everything. Yeah, no, you're on the flyer next to Clinton Sparks.
It's just not real. I love Clinton. I met him at the Boston Music Awards.
He's hosting your birthday party.
Oh shoot!
Yeah, he's headlining.
How about that? You didn't know about that, did you?
We just hit you over the head. Bang, bang.
And so we'll do some Dirty Water News reporting from there.
Yeah, it'll be my birthday.
On location.
If you feel like it.
I'll interview you.
Yeah, fine with me.
And so what is the event about? What is the event for?
Am I fielding this one?
No, the event is, I'll tell you straight up. I mean, the event is, it's obviously the day before Valentine's Day. It's at Royale, dope venue, obviously big venue in Boston. A lot of sponsors coming in behind us, yada, yada, yada. But it's more or less, it's the launch of medgift.com, which is my friend's girl's website, and Sean Clark Fund. We have graffiti. We have Benny Guerrera coming up, do murals, dope graffiti artists from New York, Brooklyn, right?
Yep, one of my buddies from New York, and Sean Clark was one of my homeboys out here who tragically got murdered last February in front of a skateboard shop.
Oh wow!
And so he has 2 kids and a wife, and
he also did 3 tours.
Yeah, he did 3 tours in Iraq as well. Wow. But yeah, he came back here, and obviously the unfortunate happened. So like we're doing a benefit for him, and we're gonna donate all the proceeds from the graffiti. We're gonna be spraying graffiti and stuff. Like my buddy that Jai just mentioned,
Benny Guerrera.
Benny Guerrera is from New York, and as well as others. But we're gonna have them spray murals like while we're skating and the party's going on.
So you're gonna be skating in the nightclub.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah, we have a ramp right up and around the stage.
I am absolutely coming coming to this event.
You better.
I am absolutely coming. I am so interested in this.
You
this
better.
is going to be great.
Yeah.
This is the 13th. This is for my birthday.
The 13th.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Just got
Nice.
This is it's big, and then we got 101.7 Evolution behind us on it. We have like a lot of Converse, Red Bull.
Yep.
We're meeting with ironically
Fatborough.
We're meeting with a liquor brand tonight called Evol, which is like the same, just by chance, the same name as event, and they're like a cool spirit and stuff that's from LA, and they're here in Boston trying to launch. So they may or may not be getting behind us, and, which is really cool though. You know what I mean? So there's some like really cool like young like.
By the way, while you were outside, I don't mean to cut you off. I tried that drink. Good job, boys. Good job. That stuff was good.
What type of drink is it?
I don't know, but it made my teeth sweat. I like it.
I mean, I'll break it down. Evol is
What type of drink is it?
It's a spirit, but it's trying to take over the shooter market, like kind of like a Jägermeister Fireball kind of thing.
Okay.
But it's organic,
like
no
a
sugar.
Doctor's.
But it's no sugar added.
No,
it's organic.
yeah.
There's no artificial ingredients
it's
in
It
it.
tastes like water.
CJ's bringing it to us.
Tastes like cinnamon. Like a cinnamon. Taste it and tell me. It tastes like my pumpkin latte that I get at Starbucks and I love.
So do you drink it like a shot or like a drink?
You can do a shot. You can do like a mixology thing with it. There's a lot of things that go on. It's cool stuff, definitely.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
It's spicy.
It's like evil black.
It's 20 below out, and I don't care.
It looks
Put it that
evil,
way.
like the picture on the front.
It is evil. It is evil. Yeah, it's gonna do dirty things.
Dirty stuff. It's
That's
good.
awesome.
I am very curious to what you have next to you on the couch over there, by the way.
Oh, I have some things next to me.
What is over there?
Dirty things. Actually, that's the name of our show, Dirty Things. We've been trying to develop it. 30 Things. I like that. Dirty Things. Like dirty water.
Hey, that was
Dirty
me.
Things.
That was me.
Yeah, I'll give you credit.
Thank you.
I'll credit you on that.
Credit where credit's
Definitely.
due.
Credit.com.
We have a couple things. A couple of guys are sponsoring our thing. The main one is BB Converse.
Let's see these.
Towards the
You got
camera
my
somewhere.
size.
Towards the camera somewhere. And then
The camera over there is the one that's on you.
Okay. And this
Love
right
it.
here.
Oh, that's
Love
you,
it.
Christina.
That's actually me.
It's actually
Thank you. That's Lair Mob. But we do a bunch of funny.
That's awesome.
Where's CJ? You get that? Hipster hunters. You damn straight.
I love that.
Kill him.
Here's another one. There's a DJ case called the Dirty Ghetto Kids. So I did the Rich White Kids.
Nice.
Like that?
Oh,
Y'all like that?
Chain one up.
Nice.
But yeah, Lair Mob is just basically I took my shop and turned it into a brand, and they back a lot of obviously we're backing a lot of things that we do, but we have other sponsors involved with the show and with the stuff coming up. We got Red Bull, we got the main one is Converse as well. The guys that run Converse, they're really good friends of mine. They actually used to run the Nike program, and they all just moved to Boston coincidentally, so like it worked out perfect. So
Wow.
they're back.
That's the only reason I'm friends with him,
This is
really. I
awesome.
really don't even like him.
Johnny doesn't even like
I don't
me.
even like him.
We're gonna fight actually
he's
after
a ton,
this, yeah.
He's a ton of sponsors. I'm like,
We gotta wrap this up. John, Hickey, thank you for coming
Thank
on.
you.
What about Eric?
Eric Munday, it's been an absolute.
Yeah, I was out of your login. They didn't even care.
Monday.com.
I am so looking forward to, I think John Doomsday Howard is in the building, so he's coming up next. Eric Munday, it was an absolute pleasure. Can't wait
Right
for the
back at you,
event.
girlies.
Can't wait for
Good
the
times.
event.
Thank you so much.
I hope the show is successful. Hug the luck puck, okay?
I
I'm
will.
gonna go drink
All right.
more of
I'm gonna
that
rub that on my
Evol
chest.
right about now.
We'll be right back.
Those guys
with
in the
John
corner, I'm
Doomsday
going there.
Howard.
Yeah, we're going for the drink.
I'm so glad we left that stupid party. No joke. Hey, baby, are you an overdue library book? Because you got fine written all over you.
Oh, barf. What about that girl with the hoop earrings?
Ridiculous. When she was dancing...
Megan, look out! Look out!
Oh my god, Becky. Becky, are you okay? My arm. I think it's broken. Can you bend it? It's already bent. In the wrong direction. I can't believe this. I'm so sorry. I only had a few drinks. I was just buzzed.
Really? Just buzzed?
Yeah, I swear.
Well, in that case, my arm is fine. Ah, that's better.
You're really okay? You're serious, Becky?
No, genius. I'm not serious.
Ow! My arm, it hurts.
Buzzed driving. Maybe we should stop acting like it's no big deal. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. A public service announcement brought to you by the U.S. Department of Transportation, the Ad Council, and this station.
Are you thinking about getting your GED diploma? Well, here at the GED Pep Talk Center, we've got a number of pep talks that can motivate you.
Sometimes things don't always turn out the way you want them to.
You know that feeling? People look at you and don't believe in you.
You want some gentle encouragement.
Then you're on your way to your GED diploma and a better life.
But I know they're probably just a little bit nervous.
you can find it in yourself to take that first step.
You can improve your future. You can do this. I know you can.
You need to start pushing yourself.
Now get your game face on and take the first step towards a better life. Hurry up. Don't make me repeat myself.
Whatever level of motivation you need to get your GED diploma, we've got a pep talk that's right for you. Call 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or visit yourged.org for your pep talk and find free GED classes in your area. GED is a registered trademark of the American Council on Education, brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
And we're back. And Nadine had to leave real quickly, so I'm going to fill in for her right before the performer show. And we got John Doomsday Howard back here. John, how you doing?
I'm doing well, man. I'm happy.
Hey.
Just happy right now, man.
Well, you should be happy, especially after what you did in Vegas about a week or so ago. We had you here on the Sports Queen radio show last month, and some predictions were made, and you certainly went way above and beyond the predictions.
You got Mike.
That iconic video going all over the internet with you, and explain. Can you tell us, the audience, what was going on in your head right at that moment? That must have felt really good. That's all I'm going to say.
It's the best feeling in the world, man. You know what happened is he did we call it Kimura, and he gave me his body weight. He just leaned on his body weight. He thought because he was tired, I was tired, so I just picked him all his body weight on top of my shoulders, over my head, and walked into my corner and I slammed the out of him.
Yeah, no.
Hey, let me rewind it from an audience perspective. You got Joe Rogan, who's been like UFC veteran for years. You know, and I'm watching from home at Fox Sports, and Joe Rogan's like, hey, he's going for the Kimura. John Howard better watch out for this Kimura. And everyone's like panicking, like, and people don't know John Howard, and I know John, and I'm like, I don't know. And he's like, he's going for the Kimura, and then all of a sudden John, in like literally 2 seconds, has this dude that's doing the alleged Kimura over his shoulders, like folded like a pretzel, and walking across the stage with him, like, not even like running, like, dude, you like, excuse my friends, like posing, like, hey, take a picture. Hey, you got him at this angle, oh, ready, guys? I'm gonna slam him on his neck, but boom, before I punch him 20 times in the
pretty
face
much
and
all
clear
of
this
Twitter
out.
and everything else was a buzz right after that one. That night, you must have been riding like a real euphoric high, just after everything that you've gone through. And now, you know, this is sort of like validation and for you. And we talked about this too, about Y Crew before and what they've gone through. So, I mean, the guys were there too, right? From Y Crew, some of them were there.
Y Crew there. John Allen and Nick Drummond were there. Awesome, new team member. As Jorge Rivera he's a UFC fan.
Right.
And he was there. He's part of my team now. And then John Allen is a guy who, you know, put everything together. Also Scott Ream, a lot of guys. He put everything together, and because of that, you know, the result speaks for itself. You know, I picked up a man over my head. Even Matt Hughes, you know, only a man over my head in the real fight. Big man child over my head. And what's crazy is the only person to do something like that was Matt Hughes. They say they didn't see.
So it's only been done once before.
It's been done a few times, but only by one person. I'm the second guy to do that.
By UFC, like, if no one knows the UFC, like, I happen to like be John Howard's friend. Obviously, we're homeboys and we're doing a lot of shit together. But like, what he's talking about is like Matt Hughes is like if you don't know UFC, Matt Hughes is a welterweight, right? Yep. Welterweight icon, and he's the only dudes that like people be wrapped around his neck, and he had this like neck of like steel, like it would come out like iron. He would like lift people over his head and be like, oh my god, he's like picking this dude up that has him in a rear naked choke, and he's bouncing him off his head and tapping him out. And nobody realized that. Like, there's like a lot of cool that happens in fights, and like people win, but Johnny, regardless if he's my boy or not, and I didn't know him, like he did something that was like, that was memorable and like it's a very epic. Nobody else in that whole series, whether it was like Anderson Silva, anyone in the main card, like nobody lift anybody up over their head and like walked around the stage with them like CT did on this challenge and like slammed somebody on their head. And and took the belt. He did it. Like, he did a really cool thing for Boston.
Yeah.
He represented Boston. Not only did he win, but he did just like win by whatever.
He crushed it.
He made it like a memorable thing.
Yep.
Like, if you're watching like
No
MMA,
doubt.
whether
Yeah.
you know MMA or you don't, and you watch it, like that dude just like put someone over his head and like it looked like WWE, like almost like a stage.
Yeah, it was almost like,
you're like, that ain't
You
real.
turn-
Like, he's just like
you turn
walking
with-
around. And the only reason why he's walking around is that dude's scared to death. It was like, how do I hold on and not get slammed on my head and have to like knock out for this fight, right? Like,
Yeah. No, the best feeling is I felt him tense up because he knew.
I seen him tense up.
He tensed up. He knew it was coming because he was like, the facial expression when I saw the video was like, oh, I really messed up.
Yeah,
I messed up. Like, this is the position I don't want to be in because I have him
so
over my
much
head.
for Joe Rogan's Kimura.
Yeah, right.
And he tried to go to Kimura, and I knew. I just looked for my corner. I knew I was gonna slam the hell out of him. I was like,
Anybody at home that's gonna watch the fight, like you see it, like you don't know MMA, you do know MMA. You hear Joe Rogan, who's a great commentator, and he's like, always going for Kimura. John Howard better watch out, and everyone's like, wait, and then all of a sudden he's just like up over, like, effortless, like blue light special, like, what's up, guys? hey, cha-ching, cha-ching. Oh, wait a second, that thing.
So now, UFC, you're really one of their darlings right now.
Yeah.
Did you talk to Dana after that? Dana White?
I talked to Dana. He said, welcome back to the UFC.
That's good news.
Coming back from Dana. If Dana says welcome back to the UFC,
then it's official.
This is to every UFC fighter. Believe me, I've been with
Dana don't say stop to nobody, and I know that from knowing Dana. So
he doesn't say it to nobody. He said, John, how we missed you. Welcome back to the UFC. That says a lot. That means I impressed enough to him to say that.
Right.
So I mean, I'm real appreciative, but it's just to feel good. I dedicate that slam to Matt Hughes because it's been years since someone been slammed like that, and to do that and to see that, and not to only do it for Boston Strong, but to do it for my country. The guy, I gotta understand, the guy's from Afghanistan. He's not even from this country,
okay.
and there was no way I was gonna let this guy come to my country and beat me. That ain't happening. All right, when I fought
So
in
we've
Boston,
gone from Boston Strong to USA Strong.
USA Strong.
That's right.
USA.
And for anybody who isn't like really like into UFC for the the long haul over the years, like Matt Hughes is a memorable figure in the welterweight division that beat Hoist Gracie, who's like elite like jiu-jitsu fighter, like in the like bare knuckle fights of UFC, and also like went out all the way up to where he like went out of the UFC fighting dudes like BJ Penn. Like Matt Hughes is a historic welterweight heavyweight champion. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? Like so our Boston boy who isn't even wearing a belt yet is being compared to a welterweight champion that's fought like the elite of the elite in that division.
The icon. The
icon
of UFC. Let's put it like this.
I'm man right here, 6-3 in the UFC. I had Tim Silverman, heavyweight champion, whatever. But like our boy from Boston is like, you're the first dude from Boston that's even.
Hey, let's talk about belts now.
Let's talk about that. Let's put that on the map.
I'm saying it right now. I'm saying it right now. I'm gonna be the guy to bring the UFC belt to Boston.
There you go. Another prediction on the Sports Queen show.
I'm
bringing that gold back to Boston. I'm gonna be the first UFC Boston
bold
champion.
Statement, man.
And I'm gonna back it up.
I think you got it.
He can back that up. No doubt about that.
I'm gonna say this, fool. Y'all don't know Matt Hughes. Okay, even GSP lost Matt Hughes once.
Yes.
Matt Hughes not only lost, but finished him with an armbar. And everybody knows GSP is. He's one of the greatest welterweights. But he did lose. But he lost to Matt Hughes. Now, granted, GSP did come back and beat Matt Hughes, but that was the guy to beat Matt Hughes. And to compare him to Matt Hughes, it's an honor to compare a great athlete and a great welterweight as him. And to be the next potential Matt Hughes, it's an honor.
And as a fan and not an actual fighter, like Matt Hughes, George St. Pierre, GSP, who he's talking about, beat Matt Hughes. That launched GSP to being the greatest welterweight fighter in the history of the UFC.
I agree.
And now our boy John Howard's being compared to Matt Hughes, which is great. And Johnny Hickey, a Boston homeboy, I'm going to co-sign John Howard all the way down the road to bringing that belt home. And if not, me and him are going to fight.
That's what's up. Johnny Hickey co-signed Doomsday. He doesn't co-sign anybody, so that's big. That's big things right there. That's what's up, man. So he co-signed me as an honor. That's what's up.
It's awesome.
So, what's next now? Have they already planning something for you now, or just kind of sit wait and say, we want you back again, right?
Well, I asked to be on a February 22nd card. That's
already.
I'm hungry. Yeah, that's why.
Wow,
and
that's
they told me no.
Okay.
Right, the card's full, and I'm looking at April 12th because I love fighting in Vegas. Vegas is a fight city.
Right.
It's a great city to fight in. I mean, if you've never been to Vegas or fought in Vegas, this is a city to be in. And that's what I'm trying to do. I love Vegas and I love fighting in Vegas. So hopefully I could get on that card April 12th. But not, I'm back to training and I'm staying ready. I'm hungry. I'm waiting. I'm trying to get 5 fights in this year, which is kind of unheard of.
I was going to say, that's a lot.
That's a lot of fights for 1 year, but that's what I'm trying to do. I'm back to training already. I just had a fight a week and a half ago, and I'm training right now. Matter of fact, reason why I came here a little late, a little tardy, is because I was training.
Yeah, you were.
Because I was beating him down like I was like sipping Evol and then like slapping John.
Speaking of which, we've got some plans for John ourselves at Dirty Water News, and we're gonna actually see that in the next issue. So we're gonna keep that a little bit of a secret right now. So we'll surprise people later on. That's for sure. Hey, John, thank you very much for dropping by. I know your schedule's been kind of crazy lately, so we just had to have you back at least for a couple minutes to talk about that win and see the smile on your face.
Yay.
Pretty much, because we knew that's what. And I saw you the other night at that's exactly. Another round of applause for John. So listen, good luck again in the future. We're going to see you at the event in February anyway, right?
Yes,
correct.
100%.
And we're going to actually see you more than that, but we're not going to talk about that because that's part of what we're planning. And hey, this is great for Boston. It's great for the country. And thank you very much on our behalf. The Sports Queen Radio Show, Performer.com, and everybody here.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, John. Thank you very much.
Boston
We're going to wrap this up right now. Tune in next week for the Sports Queen Show. We should be having actually. Let's see. I don't even have my notes in front of me. These are Nadine's notes. Next week. Oh yeah, we got Acrobatic coming in next week. Who actually he's a rap artist and a DJ, and he actually does these segments on sports. So that should be very interesting. That's coming up next week on the Sports Queen Show. So tune in next Wednesday night at 8 p.m. on PerformerRadio.com and DirtyWaterNews.com. So on behalf of our lovely co-host Nicole, who's sick, and Nadine, who had to leave, this is Kristina Dirksen and me, Mike Zotos. And actually, stay tuned, folks, because we got the Performer Radio Show coming up, and on that show we have Maverick from 94.5, Jam at 94.5, and I guess we have CT in the house from the Real World, and Johnny will be back with that too as well. So it's kind of like a big giant frat party here tonight. So we'll talk to you all later. And thank you very much for Eric Munday for coming in too. Thank you very much, Eric. Thank you very much. So we'll see you all next week, or I'll see you. Actually, we'll see you in 5 minutes.
Yeah, right.
So stay tuned, guys. Bye bye.